The Kentucky primary is Tuesday, and candidates are hustling to drum up some last-minute support. Senator Mitch McConnell made a couple of appearances in northern Kentucky today. As Joe Webb shows us, his message dealt with an issue that wasn't even on the radar screen the last time he ran: heroin.
Senator McConnell started his day in northern Kentucky at Transitions, Inc.'s Grateful Life Center. When this residential treatment program opened in 2009, 90% of the men here were alcoholics, 10% drug addicts. Today, 95 of the 105 residents are recovering heroin addicts. McConnell called it an epidemic, and northern Kentucky its epicenter.
We're going to continue to talk about this and try to do everything we can to provide greater assistance to the states and local programs like this.
McConnell was short on specifics, but not on his focus on heroin. The senator was here in March for a listening session with law enforcement, education, and treatment experts, and earlier this week he testified about what he heard here to the Senate's caucus on international narcotics control. After the visit to Transitions, Senator McConnell spoke to the Covington Business Council today. His speech was a familiar mix of railing against government regulation, Obamacare bashing, and cheerleading for coal. But in the question and answer session, the first question was, what can the federal government do to help northern Kentucky fight heroin? The senator said he'd try to increase federal funding and try to be helpful.
Well, I think it's a good response. I just think it's kind of vague. I'd like to hear more specifics on what his ideas are moving forward.
McConnell says he's on board for the fight, and it starts with raising awareness.
Because typically in a democratic society, that's how you end up getting more attention. Attention frequently leads to more funding, and with more funding, hopefully more lives will be saved.
McConnell will be back in northern Kentucky with a campaign fly-in on Monday. His opponent, Matt Bevin, will be at Mayfest in Covington on Sunday and have a rally in Hebron Monday. The election is Tuesday. In Covington, Joe Webb, Local 12 News.
And there are 3 other Republicans running against McConnell and Bevin in Tuesday's primary. They are Chris Payne, Shauna Sterling, and Brad Copus.